What is up, folks? Welcome in. It is the Jake Ellenbogen film room. We are doing something completely different. Actually, I've done this before, but I just have a different setup. That's essentially what it is. We're going to talk about Brian Allen. We're going to go over the film. I have the film going on. I don't have all 22 because NFL Gamepass needs to get on that. This is probably going to get copyright claims, but I want to be the man of the people. I want to show you why I feel Brian Allen impressed on Sunday night, and why I don't know. I guess I'm feeling good about him moving forward. I mean, I wasn't high on the 4th round pick out of Michigan State when the Rams drafted him, but I have some confidence in him. Dare I say it? So let's dive right in. I have him cut up. So we got 1st and 10 here, 11:54. Brian Allen to start off the game. We're gonna get some nice push here. That's there's 2 blocks there, Brian Allen. Now, what I noticed throughout this game, and that one was probably his worst play of the day. I mean, Akeem Hicks is such a tough matchup, really tough to go up against, and we knew that coming in, and he did get a little bit of a help by having Eddie Goldman out. But still, Akeem Hicks had his moments, and he's going to. I think part of the problem, we as fans often, we'll look at a game, we'll watch a game, and we'll be so quick to just knee-jerk react and say an offensive lineman or the offensive line is doing bad. It's such an easy cop-out to just say an offensive line is bad because there's so much more that goes into it. The play that's called, the situation, the quarterback deciding to hold on to the ball or not, potentially a coverage sack that no one's open. There's so much that goes into it in pass pro. But then when you look in the run game, which of course I think Brian Allen really showcased, what he can do. Furthermore, it's just there's too much to just say to pretty much round it up and say that the offensive line was bad. We move on here, coming from that probably the worst play of the game for Allen. He's going to come back here. We'll see it. He moves out there. Not really much on this, but there's a huge throw, and this is, of course, is the touchdown to Van Jefferson. Gotta love that throw by Stafford. Stafford was protected pretty well tonight. Obviously, he could be protected better, but I definitely didn't have any issue with his protection. And I like this. They push everyone to the right, and Stafford just launches it. He goes over the left and launches it. You could see... And it was mentioned on the telecast, Stafford does not have that footwork down yet, but he's going to get it down. This is Brian Allen. I thought he did an okay job. I mean, nothing too great there. Just not really a lot. And you'll see that. It's just like here, that is a great job by Allen. He hung in there, and we're isolating Allen. I wish I had all 22. I don't. But we're isolating Allen in this video. Look at Allen getting that push there. He didn't even go to that side, but see, that's the thing, is that they didn't go to that side, but Allen still did his job. Allen still looked good. That's the thing. This knee-jerk reaction is entirely a human element. It's what happens as a fan, but you have to keep in mind that Allen is still doing work on the other side, and just because they didn't go that route doesn't mean he wasn't. He still deserves some credit. So I did notice that quite a bit. And now we got Allen here. Once again, it's a quick pass, but, Allen did his job. You'll see that. He gets this one. See, I was hearing a lot or seeing a lot. People were saying that play in particular, Allen struggled. Now, let's go back a little bit, okay? Stafford got rid of the ball in a good amount of time. There wasn't a play there. It's incomplete, what have you. This is the end of that drive. But if you watch here, look. I mean, that's plenty of time. Stafford gets rid of the ball in under 2.5 seconds normally. So that's enough. He didn't get dominated. Here's one. He's going up to block. There's a nice block there by Allen. Look at that. See, that's the type of thing I think that needs to be, highlighted. You can see right there. That's a really good block by Allen. And that's the thing, is him in the run game is what they like. There he is taking on a guy one-on-one there. He gets pushed down, but I do like his effort against Ogletree on that play. Now, new drive here. Allen, look at that. Look at that push. This is what I'm talking about. Allen, on this play, Allen did a really nice job. You got 2nd and 8. This is going to be that cool handoff. I love this play call, by the way. I loved it at the time. Robert Woods going to take this handoff. Look at Allen's already downfield. Has already made his contact with the defender. You can see him. Look at him driving with his legs. Now Woods sees that. He can go off this tackle right here with Andrew Whitworth. He can go to the outside and try to, spring this to the sideline, which he ends up doing, or he could cut this inside like a running back. And with that vision that Woods displays, he decides to cut it inside like a running back, sees that Allen has sealed off 98. And he's going to run right through. Again, Allen, beautiful job there. And that carves up enough space for Woods to get on the outside and somehow get that first down. Pretty incredible job by Robert Woods, but great blocking by Allen. Now we're going to see this. This is single back set. And Allen is going to go down. And not a whole lot going on that play, but, you're going to have those moments. I didn't think it was a horrible play. I mean, he was not a liability, so to speak, as, some want him to have been, and that was my thing. I felt like I had to make a video because this is a brand new starter for the Rams. And, really, when you really think about it, he has not started since, there it is, good anchor there. This was a great play by Hendo to get down a 3-yard line. This is my favorite part, I think, of this entire game for Allen, okay? It's not a huge thing, right? But it could be the difference between Henderson getting stuffed and Henderson getting in for a touchdown like he does. So what we're going to see here, it's 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. We have single back formation. Hands it off. Henderson's going to get nothing here. Okay, so it was not on that play. It's coming up. You're going to see it. Not this one either. That's a good... See, okay, so I want to go back to that because I'm actually getting it confused. Henderson's run later on. Sorry. Henderson's run later on, you will see Allen have his best moments. But here we are, top of the 2nd quarter. And what you'll see here is... I saw people saying that, this is not enough protection. Stafford even said this is plenty. See, Mac is getting in, but, this is not a horrible play. Stafford tries to step up. Now, this is enough time to get it to Woods. He just says he's got to hit the throw. He pump fakes there to try to get this guy off balance. It doesn't work, and he ends up throwing it away. It's incomplete. But I thought Allen did fine, held his block as long as he needed to. Here's Allen getting completely destroyed there. But, it's a screen, so, who cares? So we move on to this next play. Allen. See, he's going to have these moments. You're going to have to stick with them. Just because you have a bad play or two in a game does not mean you had a bad game. It's like with baseball. You hit 3 out of 10 times, that's a good average. I don't feel like Allen was constantly... I've seen turnstiles. I've seen issues in play. Allen was good. He impressed. He had these moments because this is what happens. Also, furthermore, let's go back a little bit. This is a decision Stafford has to make here. It's 2nd and 9. What you're going to see immediately is that they have a really good setup here. This guy can't get off his break. This guy, this is Cup. There's 3 guys here. There's more guys in the back end. And you'll see this. This is a coverage sack. That's what that is. That is a coverage sack. That is Matthew Stafford deciding to eat the football here. You'll see it again. See, he's not going to test that. Why would he bother? That's a risky throw in general. You're throwing from almost the far hash there to Van Jefferson. That could be picked. He has this check down here, but he has 58 on the break, so he has to throw this perfectly. But it also, the risk factor. What does this do? What if it gets tipped? So you have to think about that. And Stafford is committed to throw to this side if he throws. Then he looks over. He sees... he's going to see Darrell Henderson here, but he just doesn't feel like that's the best opportunity, so he eats it. And this is a great play by Stafford. It's going to happen. You're going to have these moments. This offensive line is gelling. Brian Allen is brand new to this offensive line. Yes, he started in 2019, but he had a serious injury in 2020, and he dealt with COVID. So you have to keep in mind, he was not part of this offensive line. Everyone else has familiarity. Everyone else has gelled. Whitworth has been playing next to Edwards, you know. Havenstein's been playing next to, these guys have experience with each other. Allen is new. You have to keep that in mind. So this play right here, this is good execution. You know, all you're trying to do at this point is just get it out of the end zone. You don't want a safety. You're up 13-0. Things are going well. Use your all-star punter. This is just probably the worst play of the game for Stafford by far. And I get it because, you know, you see things. It's like, you know, I see this because he sees his man dropping. And so he's like, if I can throw this over the top, Cooper's going to run for days. Unfortunately, this is a great play. And falls incomplete because of that. Jalen Johnson on that. Very lengthy corner, so I wasn't surprised on that. All right, now you got this here in the shotgun. You're going to see Allen, once again, holding his block, pushing the guy down about 2 yards. Not a bad job by Allen. Now 3rd and 10. Allen, he gets shoved a bit. I like this, and this is a huge play, by the way, to Woods to extend this drive on 3rd and 10. But what I like here, we can go back, is on 3rd and 10, you're going to see this. Akeem Hicks is a baller. I mean, we know this. I've been talking about this guy on podcasts, writing about him. He is a fantastic football player. And the Rams, I don't think, played him last year because he was hurt. Akeem Hicks is healthy now. And look at this. This is a good job by Allen. That is not easy. Number 96 is coming in with reckless abandon. He even throws Allen out of the way at that point. But Allen's already done a good enough job to give Stafford time to make this throw. And look at this. This is a rocket. This is exactly what you want to see. Rocket to Robert Woods. I mean, that's a good pocket. That's not a bad... I mean, obviously it was thrown behind, but it's not a bad play by Allen. There's Allen. They're double teaming that guy. He was able to get behind, but it doesn't matter because this is a touchdown. I also don't think Allen played all that bad on that possession. Now we move on to the next drive here. Just showing offensive on this one and just really trying to focus on Allen, but I'll point out other things along the way. So we're going to see here, Brian Allen is going to... I think he did a nice job with that, sealing that right there. Number 98, sealing him off. Bilal Nichols, I believe. We're going to see a better view. Actually, no, that was just a flashback. Okay. So, yeah, that was a quick pass there. All right, now, Allen, everyone doing a nice job protecting. There's a first down. Going down the field, you know, about 3:43 left to go. Here's the jet motion there. Once again, Allen doing a nice job bottling up Akeem Hicks, which isn't easy to do. Like I said, Akeem Hicks, good football players like Akeem Hicks, Khalil Mack, they're going to eat. They're going to get theirs. It might be one play, it might be two. They're going to get there. So you have to keep that in mind. But all in all, Allen's doing a nice job one-on-one with a feisty interior rusher. And see, right there, that's just a quick screen. So you have this 2nd down. There's Allen getting the punch right there. Stays with this man. Look at that. Perfect pocket for Stafford. Doesn't need all the day. He really does not need all day. It's not Jared Goff. He's not sitting there double clutching. He's not sitting there eyeing down his receiver. This is just in and it's out. And that's a beautiful job by Stafford. 3rd and 1 here in the gun. He's got Hendo next to him. And we're going to see Allen. And look, Allen holding up again. And now this is the moneymaker play right here. This is what I was talking about earlier. Okay? That's not a touchdown. It gets called back, as you guys know. He's down at the 1. All right? But we do know what happens. Darrell Henderson happens. So we're going to see here. This is just a beautiful job. It's hard to see, but you're going to see it. And yeah, Allen has every reason to be happy and then throw Ogletree out of the way. Look at this. This is brilliant. So he gets this one guy right here. Okay. And yeah, don't get me wrong. Corbett's helping him. So Allen says, all right, you got that guy. I got these two. Look at him take on both of those guys. I mean, you could make the argument that Henderson's finding a way to get in the end zone anyway. But he takes these two guys on, and now there's no chance. And Henderson could peel his way in, and there you go. It's just such a beautiful job, and I got to go back to it because it's my favorite play of the day for Brian Allen. It shows his ability. He can go down the field. He can combo block. It's very important. 1, 2, 3, and Hendo's in. That's exactly what you want to see. And look at this. Is Brian Allen downfield again. You like to see your center moving downfield like that. It's very good to see that. There he is once again moving downfield, although he whiffed on that. Didn't really matter, though. Nice run by Henderson. You could see at that point, Henderson has the gears turning. He's feeling good. He's feeling confident. Just give him the football. Once again, there's Allen, who's working. There you go. And then this, I did not like this play at all from Ogletree. Love Ogletree to death, but he was kind of out of pocket in some cases during this game. Like this one right here. I don't know what he's doing. And even at one point, Eddie Jackson comes over. He's like, what are you doing? You're killing us. It's 27-14 at this point. I understand, tempers are going to be flying. It's, 8:19 to go, whatever, but all right, now you see here, Allen, look at almost at the first down marker down blocking in case Henderson can get to that level. There he is once again. Not the best block, though. I like the effort. He should finish that, and maybe if he did, Henderson goes further on that. Here's Allen. Look at, this is enough time for Stafford to pull the trigger. Again, he's not dominating. This is not Corey Linsley. This is not Frank Ragnow. This is not one of those centers. He has the potential to be a good center, maybe even very good, but right now he is average to slightly above average. And that's a good thing. The Rams have a lot to work with on that. And see, this is going to get called a holding call. I thought they could have called down Jackson with what he was doing with Kupp. I don't necessarily agree with the holding call here. If you watch again, see, I think it's a weird position to be in. Anytime a referee is seeing this, the numbers are facing. So as far as Allen goes, his back is facing the secondary. And this, the Bears rusher right here, which is Akeem Hicks, his back is facing the quarterback. It's just a weird position where, yeah, it's going to look bad. I don't necessarily think it should have been called, but that is what it is. So, Stafford obviously gets rid of it, and that's the thing there. That'll be backed up 10 yards on the holding call. And that holding call, at worst, it helped. So, I mean, you can't really hate on that. Would you rather have Stafford have gotten killed if he didn't try to hold? I mean, I really don't think it was a hold, but that's just me. All right, we move on here. This is a quick screen. This is beautifully done. Not only is it called beautifully, but on top of that, the blocking is excellent. And furthermore, Cup has to make things happen as well on this. And you're going to see that. Allen was over there blocking. Look at Higbee downfield. You got Woods getting involved. Cup knows. I mean, at this point, Cup needs to get about 5 or so yards to get a first down. And he's got 4 guys right here bearing down. Even this guy who's out of bounds. So maybe you could argue he's got 5 guys here. And somehow he's able, actually 6, 7, 8, all these guys getting in. And look at this. He gets the first down. It's beautiful. It's exactly why, how, you know, Cup is as great as he is. All right, anyway, moving on. 1st and 10 here. We're going to see Brian Allen. Look at that push. That's a good push there on 95. See, he's playing confident. I've seen centers get blown off the ball. He was not getting blown off the ball left and right. Once again, you'd like to see him win a little bit better, but in pass pro, that's a good, you know, that's not bad. There, once again, he hit 2 guys on that. Hit 90 and then hit 58. Just nothing opened up on the other side. Now we see Allen. Look at that. Beautiful. Carved out that running lane for Henderson. Now, Henderson has to see that. So I'm not going to take that away from Henderson, obviously. We'll go back here after getting decked on 3rd and 9. You're going to take this handoff out of the shotgun. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is an absolute clinic in blocking. You had all these guys sealed off. This guy is going to be late. Henderson can run by him. He's got 4.3, 4.4 speed. All sealed off. Beautiful job. Henderson does his job. There you go. So now, this one right here in the gun, you got 5 wide, sorry. And you're going to see it here. Not getting through Allen. And man, that came close. Higbee, you know, he really can throw a laser in there. Higbee had a couple huge catches in this game. Ended up with, I believe, 6 on the day. Here's Allen again. Getting a nice push. Henderson falls a little awkwardly. Might have actually gotten the touchdown if he didn't fall so weird. All right, now we have, once again, Allen. Look at him. Hanging in there. Again, it's not perfect. He is backing up. The guy is pushing him back, but hanging in there. Just long enough for Stafford to deliver it. See, not perfect. But once again, he established that base there. Stafford has to be a little Stafford there, move up and make a play. But, guys, I mean, I'm going to call it like it is. You know, Brian Allen played pretty good, and he impressed me. And, you know, furthermore, I mean, his biggest issue is in pass pro. You know, so I saw an improvement in pass pro, and this is against a good defense up front, good defensive line. Don't get me wrong. There's a nice little pancake there for him. You know, say what you will. I mean, this guy has a chance. He has a chance. So, you know, we'll see. You know, all in all, I mean, I thought it went pretty well. And I think it was more than just coach speak. I know a lot of people were worried about that. Brian Allen had the number 4 run block win rate, according to ESPN Advanced Stats. And, you know, to me, he was number 4 in run blocking. He showed promise in the passing game. Let Carberry do his work. You know, let him continue to develop with these guys. He wasn't even the starter in minicamp. He was a late starter at center. Corbett was the starter. So the Rams might have their center. That was my takeaway from this game. The Rams might have their center. I definitely felt good seeing that. Going back and watching, I've seen it now twice. You have to feel good if you're a Rams fan, knowing that, you know, Brian Allen was definitely not a weakling, so to speak. He was not a liability. He had his moments of brilliance, obviously you saw him. He is great getting downfield and, you know, just that athleticism, that effort. He's a high effort guy, high motor guy. You can definitely see why the coaches like him. The biggest concern with me is pass pro, which I think he's only going to get better at. That just takes time. He needs more reps. He did not play at all in 2020. He got hurt in the middle of 2019. And then didn't, you know, that's the thing, is that he doesn't have a lot of experience. So from what I was seeing out of Brian Allen against a tough defensive line, I mean, you had guys like Robert Quinn on there. You had guys like Khalil Mack, Akeem Hicks, Bilal Nichols. Those guys they're not slouches. You know, they had some good guys all over the defensive line. And, you know, he had to block all of them. And I thought at some point or another, and I thought he did a great job. So obviously guys like Akeem Hicks, Khalil Mack are going to eat. They're going to get theirs. But minimizing those plays was huge. And if you want to give him a sack on that, fine. I think it was more than just Brian Allen. And to be honest with you, I think it was a good decision by Stafford to just eat the rock instead of trying to force it in. Didn't throw an interception all game. Didn't want to throw it there. So I think it was a good job. And it was honestly, you know, a coverage sack. So not really much you could do there. And then, like I said, the hold was kind of, it was a weird position. Oftentimes you might see a referee not realize what's going on, see the position, the way a guy falls, the way another guy falls, and then it looks kind of suspicious, like, okay, he probably held for him to fall like that. I'm going to throw the flag. We've seen it before, but all in all, Rams are 1-0. That is the offense, you know, highlight Brian Allen, so to speak. I'm not going to get too much into the rest of the offense, but my next video, I think we're going to touch on Justin Holland's big day. He was a monster. He kicked some butt. So I think that'll be our next video, you know, as far as the film room. But I'm going to be doing this each week, guys. I'm going to highlight a player and just focus on that. I don't want to cover the full game because what I find is that the viewership for a giant, like the full clip, isn't as much as, say, going and isolating, you know, 30 minutes or so, blocking that off. So if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to check out the other videos out there. I have my Bogan 10 video that's out there, just ranked the top 10, I think, in the NFL coming off of week 1. I have a video breaking down, you know, the immediate reaction from the Rams-Bears win. I have a video predicting the season, so it's always fun to go back at that. And I just have other stuff as well. You can follow me at JK Bogan. You could follow my company, Downtown Rams, at Downtown Rams. That's going to do it for me. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys soon.